brushing your teeth, and now you do it without thinking. You get up in the morning, you brush your teeth. You go to bed at night, and before you get in bed, you brush your teeth, and you know you have to complete that process if you don't want your teeth to fall out. You know, so it's the same with other health-seeking behaviours. With with regards to the protein thing, a lot of people struggle with that. So I tend to find one of two things: people either already eat plenty of protein, unhealthy people, but they tend to eat the wrong types of protein. There's a lot of processed meats, bacon and burgers and all that kind of stuff, and they need to change that and eat more vegetables with it as well. Or people who tend to have more health-seeking lifestyles, who think about trying to eat healthier, tend to eat too little protein, and their diet is made up of a lot of starches and a lot of fruit and fibrous foods, which is great, but you need more protein, particularly for the purpose of this style of training. If you want to build a bit of muscle, if you want to maintain muscle as you're losing weight, or you just want to get a little bit of body composition, or just maintain your health and overall kind of vibrancy, particularly as you get older. None of us are getting any younger, are we? And the older you get, the more important it is to get that protein in. So you need to increase the protein. So the first thing to do is to make sure you're eating a source of protein at each meal. If you have 3 meals a day, make sure each of those meals has protein in it. That's the first thing to do. Don't worry too much about the actual numbers, how many grams of protein that is. Just get used to eating protein at each meal. Then you start looking at the quantity of protein in each meal. And it doesn't always have to be meat. If you're conscious about the environment, or you're a plant-based eater, you can get protein from pulses and grains and nuts and tofu and corn and other plant foods like that. You just don't get the same density of protein per calorie as you do with, you know, things like meats and eggs and dairy. So once you're at the point where you're eating at least 30 grams of protein per meal, so 30 grams of protein is a chicken breast. Probably, you know, a typical chicken breast is, if it's about the size of your hand, is going to be about 40 to 45 grams of protein. You know, so that straight away is a big lump. If you're having, let's say, 3 eggs on some granary toast, that's about 25 grams of protein. So that could be a breakfast. If you have like some tin tuna with some like a whole grain salad or something like that, that's going to be about 30 grams of protein. So if you eat 3 meals like that a day, and that's all you eat throughout the day, you're not far off your protein target. And then you can increase the protein by having a protein bar, and a protein bar should really have at least 15 to 20 grams of protein in it. If it's any less than that, it's not a protein bar, it's just a cereal bar with some nuts in it, and they've slapped protein on it for marketing purposes. But biltong is a good snack. Like a bag of biltong is going to be 20 or 30 grams if you like that kind of thing. Yogurts, like yesterday I had a total yogurt pot. So the total zero is 150 milliliter pot of solid Greek yogurt, and that's like 10 grams of protein per 100 milliliters. So in that 150 milliliter pot, there was 15 grams of protein, and you know that whole pot was probably about maybe 50 to 100 calories. So really low calorie, comparatively high protein as a snack. Or you can have protein shakes, as I've said. So you can have your 3 meals plus a protein shake. And make sure you read the label, make sure that you weigh out the scoop so you know how much powder is in the scoop, and then you can work out how much protein there is